Seconds. Michael, first off, what exactly happened?
Well, hello everyone. Good morning. Let's just get into it. First, I just want to point out before we get into anything that I have no problems with El Paseo Fashion Week team, Michael Matthews, Susan Stein. They've always been so grateful to me, and I've been very grateful to them. We have a very long relationship, and no way, shape, or form should the person that I'm holding accountable for all of this drama um, make it seem like I have any issues with the people at El Paseo Fashion Week. Um, the person that I had the main issue with is the chief head of security, who I'm told is her position, and her name is Tina. And the people at Fashion Week, including Susan Stein and Frank and everyone there, has not given me her full name. Tina addresses herself and told everyone to call her as boss bitch, which I don't feel comfortable with using that. She belittled every member of my staff, and she said things that were just inappropriate and condescending, and treated everyone with disrespect, and made it very impossible for all of us to really do our job to deliver a beautiful show. There were no problems backstage, as we run a very tight ship backstage. We were doing very good. But when Tina was called to security, making sure that I can even get into the backstage of my own show, and a security guard held me there by the hand, even though my face was on every single pamphlet and brochure. He still didn't believe that I was cleared because I didn't have a wristband. Now, I arrived to the venue at 1 o'clock. I'm there earlier, before the press come or the guests come. So they've seen me around. They've known me. This is 12 years of me doing the show, and the first time a security guard ever had to give me a very hard time to get into my own show, and then clear it with Tina, and then Tina come and give us even more of a hard time. Um, the one thing that bothers me the most, and I'm really trying to keep this very short, is that we have a very dedicated and loyal fan base in Palm Springs. Not only am I from the desert, but I've built so many important relationships out there, and I do the show every year for my friends, my family, and most important, the fans who have supported the brand and who come to El Paseo that one night a year to see the show and come shop at the trunk show. Because Tina did not make us feel safe, and Tina threatened us, including me, in front of staff, in front of multiple witnesses. We couldn't provide that amazing trunk show that we hoped to meet everyone the very next day. We couldn't do it. After all the problems and everything that they caused, it just didn't feel right. And it's such a disappointment, not about the money, because portions of the money that we were going to make from the trunk show were going to go to Safe House, which is a local charity event, a charity place inside the Coachella Valley. And it's just disappointing that all this happened because of Tina, and no one is holding her accountable, and no one is apologizing on what she did, whether she's an independent contractor or not.
In your social media post, you use the words abused, threatened, bullying, discrimination, assault. Did Tina do all those things?
Yes, she did. Not only did she call me a few words that were inappropriate and said multiple things that were inappropriate, but she threatened my brother's wife. And not only was my brother's wife there, but her son was there. My brother's stepson was also there, and two members of our staff. So if she wants to play the he said, she said card, please, by all means, let's do it. But to do something like that to somebody who's not getting paid to be there. I'm not getting paid to be there, donate my time for, uh, you know, I don't make a portion off of any of the ticket sales. I don't get a percentage out of the sponsorship money that comes in for that night. So I'm not asking for anything. If I was being a diva and I was being paid there to be there, then you just show up, you do your job and everything. But I'm donating a lot of my time. It's costing me money out of my own pocket, just to have one fabulous, fantastic night, and to have this woman come in and treat every single member of my staff. And when I say every single member, I mean all 12 of us that were there. all had to have different run-ins with Tina, whether we needed an extra table or whether we needed a rolling rack. She found ways and issues to fight with not only myself, my brother, my business partner Shishi Yang, and other members of the backstage crew. It's not fair. I really didn't like the way that happened. It was so uncalled for. It was so uncalled for, and someone needs to be held accountable for this.
So it's my understanding that this person is an independent contractor. She's not actually associated with Fashion Week El Paseo. So do you think that's fair then to taint all of Fashion Week El Paseo based on this one person?
Absolutely not. But whether she's an independent contractor or not, she was hired there to provide a service for El Paseo Fashion Week goers and for the staff and for everyone involved. I have independent contractors right here. There's one there and there's one in the back. And they know that they come in, they do a job, they provide a service. And it's very important to treat people how you want to be treated, no matter if you're an independent contractor or not. And she told me that I should take a page out of my own book and then called me multiple words and just abused me in front of people that I've been doing business with for 12 years. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's that difficult to find another chief security person to run the show that can be kind and can be nice and can be helpful without being condescending and calling people words. You know, it doesn't matter if she's an independent contractor or not. Someone needs to be held responsible for giving her that position and not doing their research.
So because of this experience, you canceled the trunk show and you have made it clear you don't want to come back to El Paseo Fashion Week.
I do not want to come back to El Paseo Fashion Week because of Tina. It has nothing to do with Michael Matthews, Frank, or Palm Springs Life. It has to do with strictly whoever gave Tina the power to talk to us and treat us the way she did.
Is
So
there
that
any way you would return to El Paseo Fashion Week?
if someone makes sure that Tina has absolutely nothing to do with it, whether she's an independent contractor or not, then I'd consider it. But along the fact too, we don't really make a lot of big requests. I'm not getting paid to do the show, but I come out there with my staff, all my clothing, and I bring a lot of. I like to feel like after doing the show for 12 years, I bring a lot of, you know, whether if it's financial people who buy the tickets, I bring a lot of people to the show, and we deliver something that should be beautiful and should be enjoyed by multiple people. And it's to me, I'm still just taken back at what happened with all of this. I really am.
And what has El Paseo Fashion Week said to you in response to your post?
I got a call from Frank, but unfortunately, we had a family emergency that I won't discuss. He knows what it is, and we did want to hop on another call and see what we can, see what we can do, see what we can resolve. But the only thing that would really make me happy right now is to know what Tina's last name is. That's it, because I feel like she really needs to apologize herself.
Anything else, Michael, that you would like to say about this experience before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming. I'm from the desert. I've had my Palm Springs tattoo right here. Palm Springs is home for me. I love everyone there, and I'm so thankful and continued, happy to just know that I have so much support in the desert and so many people who love me, and everything I do, I try to give back as much as I can, especially to people from my community, especially to the entire Coachella Valley. So the last thing I would like to say is just really, really super important to be kind to one another. That message can't be more important to me than anything else.
All right, Michael, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.